Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft Dominaria United again. Our rare in the first pack is a land, which is not the greatest. There's plenty of good common lands in this format, and this one is, as I've talked about before, the rare duels have some upsides and some downsides compared to the common duels, but I think I generally like the commons better in limited. Airtie's Scorn, I mean, we don't want to commit to a counterspell right away. This is like fine. Territorial Morrow we played 2 drafts ago, I think it was, and it really carried quite often. Elas Ilkor, also totally lovely. Anything else here we want? There's some good cards here, like Rager. I guess you could take Rager. These I think are all, I don't know. There are several reasonable choices. These two and the Rager I think are the main ones. I'll take Ellis because the bots don't seem to like drafting white, so we might end up with more white cards. Whereas I think they draft green pretty strongly. Every time I've tried to play green, it's been like, no, you will not. Except that one domain deck where it actually worked out reasonably well. But I still had to play a bunch of other colors to get any green in. What is this? Atrocity is pretty good. Baird is nice. Nothing else really appeals. I'm not excited to play Boros again. And I don't think, like, Mardu aggro is that exciting. Like, having to play 3 colors means playing a bunch of duels and just having generally inefficient mana, or not inefficient, unreliable mana base. Whereas Balduvan Atrocity, by the way, also fits pretty well with this. You get a life and you do a damage with the, if you can kick this. Of course, it wants to be in red as well. I guess there is that, but it's just fine as a black creature. I don't know. I think I should take Baird and like see what signals I'm getting before I commit to one thing or the other, or do both. Hey, Raph, a Codex. I mean, I'll take the Raph. We're still sort of open to everything, as long as it has white. Oh, wow. Weatherseed Treaty 4th pick, huh? I think that's the pick. Maybe we do end up in some domain deck that's just running all 3 of these? Question mark? We'll see. Obviously, the deck is not currently coherent. But the point... Oh my gosh, there's another one. The point of the early, like... The advice to pick the best card when you're early in the draft is that, you know, if you get lucky and the people next to you are drafting different colors, then okay, so like it's a prison no it's a Nash Equilibrium kind of thing, which is not actually a prisoner's dilemma at all in this case. It's sort of the opposite, right? If imagine, you know, try to find from a game theory perspective, like what is a strategy for drafting well that, you know, you can adopt with strangers if you assume they're going to do something similar. Like, should you each just take the first rare that you get and then like draft all the color, or say the first strong card you get, and just stick to that and draft everything of that color that comes to you? Well, you might get lucky if lefty and righty and the people near them, you know, all pick 5 different colors, for example. Then you're all going to be very happy. I'm going to get all the green cards, you get all the good blue cards, etc. But suppose lefty and I, and righty, both open a strong red rare. You know, we're all going to pick red, and then we're going to say, I'm drafting red no matter what. And In the first pack, lefty is just not going to get any red cards, right? I'm not going to get very many. Righty will be fine. But he'll notice in the wheel that there's no red cards left for everything that wheels to him. In pack 2, like, you know, lefty will get a decent number of reds. I won't get any, and righty, or I won't get many. Righty won't get any. And we'll all have kind of shitty decks. So that's why, like, what you should do instead is just kind of take the best card, because you want to keep your options open. And once you see several good cards in one color, you can be like, okay, maybe this is a color that, or color pair or whatever, that nobody is drafting. I should take the cards in that color pair. So that, I don't know. That is like the Nash equilibrium probably for drafting. I don't know. I'm not good at game theory or drafting. But I'll take another Weather Seed Treaty. By a fair margin, the best card in this pack, I think. I mean, I don't know. The lands are pretty good too. Slimefoot Survey, I mean... It is a big domain activator, sort of, right? But it costs 5! 5 to double ramp and, like, turn on domain. I could take the Rootwalla, a pretty good green card. I'm a little bit like, wow, look at all this blue, right? I could take a Tolarian Geyser or a Tolarian Terror. I don't think I'm likely to want the Terror. Geyser's a little better to splash, whereas Terror you need like a lot of instants and sorceries, which is the thing that the blue deck is going to do more of. I could also just take this land. I think a basic land card. So you couldn't fetch Inlet with this. Islet, excuse me. Islet? How do you pronounce it? Pronounce... Let's look up in the dictionary instead of some random YouTube video, shall we? It says Islet or Islet. I think. Wait, are these... Maybe there's only one pronunciation?
Islet.
Yeah, Islet. Okay. So, anyway, you couldn't get Islet, but you don't really need to because you'd rather just have an island probably at that point. Rona's fine, I guess, but I don't want to add that to this deck. And I think Slimefoot Survey might not be insane if we're getting 2 Weather Seed Treaties. But it's probably bad. I should probably take the Rootwalla, I think, actually. I don't know, the Geyser's so good. Combat Research? 1 mana. Oh, it's like a curiosity that's better for legendaries. Okay. 7 mana, 7/7. Trample. Gain 5. Just a solid creature, I guess. Another Geyser, though? Or a Floriferous Vine Wall? Oof. I think I have to take the Vine Wall. If we're... I don't know. I mean, like, are we running domain stuff? Maybe. I think so. It's too bad we skipped the Codex to take Wrath or whatever it was. Legomos? I think it's going to be a little hard to play. I could take the Tolarian Terror, the Walking Bulwark. We haven't seen any reason to draft walls. I'm just going to go for a land. Vine Shaper Prodigy, probably good. Contaminated Aquifer, also reasonable. Urborg Repossession, also probably reasonable. I'll go with a green card just to keep things a little solid. And keep like... at least have something that looks like a mana base, I guess. Okay, I would love Scout the Wilderness. No Codex, boo. Alright, but I'll take a tablet. I've made fun of people for running this, but I think in a domainish deck, it's pretty good. Vinewall? Vinewall? I guess I didn't even look at this last time I had this card, huh? This must have been my pick 4? Which, as I recall, I took Weatherseed Treaty. Huh, okay, cool. I'm not likely to take a Meteorite. We have, like, a lot of ramp, and so we could play a 5-mana spell. I guess I'm even less likely to play Captain's Call, honestly, in a deck like this. Don't need that. Silverback Elder, a solid green rare. The one we tried to play last draft, right? I first picked this and then didn't get any green cards and gave up and played Boros again. Queen all in all, I don't really want. I mean, just double checking, but none of this comes close to Silverback Elder. Maria. Oh, this is the one that likes artifacts, right? Could take Gaia's Might. Decent combat trick. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with all these, like, legendary 2-drops. I haven't found any white cards at all yet, aside from the first 3. So it looks like I might be more of a Simic domain deck, but I could probably, like, splash all of these. So in that context, I feel like I want an Espionage, right? We have a lot of ramp. We would like some draw. Blue is the closest thing we have to a second color. Do I have any instants and sorceries? Okay, yes. I have a Geyser, Scout the Wilderness. So, like, the Terror would do a little bit, but I think I'd rather just grab an Espionage. I guess in some sense, white is the closest thing we have to a second color. Boy. Is this a good card? I mean, I guess it's sort of hard to cast. Probably supposed to just take, like, a red-white land if I'm trying to do all this shit. I only have 1 red card and 1 white card, but I like Domain, and I assume we'll get some Domain activators eventually, question mark? We currently have 0. The Worm is pretty good in green. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Put aside this domain nonsense until I find an actual reason to run domain. And just take... Or if there's nothing else relevant in the pack, that's fine. Tatyova. Okay, that is a huge pickup. And pick 4 as well. All right. Don't think I want Vahar. Don't really... I mean, Timely Interference is okay, I guess. I think I might just go with the Gardener, though, for fixing. I could take a blue-black land, but I don't have a single black card yet, except for Ilkor. Ellis. So I'm just going to take a Gardener. Probably Urborg Repossession? A decent thing to splash to pick back up my, like, heavy hitters such as Tatyova and the Silverback Elder. And its kicker cost is my primary color, which is nice. Everything here sucks, so I'll take the Haunting Figment, which can get some work in sometimes. Choking Miasma, I think double black is going to be too hard. Could take a blue-black land. I think that's right here. Like, Timely Interference is okay. But I have a black card or 2 that I would like to splash, and this will help. kind of nothing here, right? I'll take a Broken Wings. There's some okay enchantments in this format that you would like to remove. Guy's Might Wield, that's cool. Sea Scavenger. It's a blue domain payoff. What did I take instead of this? I don't remember. I mean, honestly, I'm probably not playing the first Broken Wings. There's still a Timely Interference, okay. Don't want the portal. Joint Exploration. 2 mana, scry, draw, ramp. Seems pretty good, but I think I need the tail swipe more, right? Just like removal. It's pretty important. Oh, it only costs 1. I thought it cost 2. Jeez, I would pay 2 for that. Lookout is quite strong, I think. 4 mana, 3/2. Flyer. You get to, like, draw when it dies. I think that's better than taking a Sea Scavenger. Everything else here looks bad. Bone Rattle we can definitely splash for. Wouldn't also mind the blue-white land. All right, let's start trimming this deck. What the heck are we playing and what are we not? I have very little domain payoff, right? It's like just the Sea Scavenger, I think. That's not true. The Weatherseed Treaties are activator and payoff themselves. But like, I think we can cut red-white and black-white and just consider running a blue-white card. But instants and sorceries, I have like, okay, 8, but I don't know how many I'm keeping. Like, let's say I'm not actually running the Broken Wings, because that's realistic. If I run Bortuk, what is it picking up? The Silverback Elder and the Tatyova. I think that's like the main 2 things I would want. There might be some game where I needed to pick up the Worm or even Wrath, but I hope I'm not in those games. Alternatively, I just pick up the blue-white land and I make it easier to play Wrath. And also, like, kick Tolarian Geyser. Anything else that wants white kicker? I think those are the only 2. I have a lot of ways to dig up lands. I think I can afford to take a Bortuk here. I say, like, I have a lot of ways to pick up lands, not just because I'm like, oh, where am I going to come up with the black? I think by turn 6, that's not a big problem. And usually you play this even later than that. But just like, how badly do I need an idyllic beachfront? I don't know, sort of badly, I guess. But Bortuk. Bortuk is Bortuk. I didn't take a Slimefoot survey earlier, did I? No. It's a possibility. Maybe just another Gardener. I'm always tempted by Negate, but I think I will take a Gardener. Now, Untapped.gg, the overlay, is telling me that Magnagoth Sentry is a notably better card than the Gardener. But I think I'm going to like worry more about ramp and fixing than I am about having a 4/4. I guess I don't really have any reach right now, except I have a million flying lands, which ought to be enough, hopefully. What I want is like something that lets me tutor for Tatyova somehow. I'm probably going to take the green-white land here. Rada. It's a domain. Ooh. I don't know. This is the kind of thing that, like, yeah, it definitely could do a lot, but I don't know. I don't have a way to tap this other than attacking with it, so it's not really going to get to attack very many times. It's just going to get blown up. I'm taking the green-white land. White, I think, is a a color I want a decent amount of. Because I would like to run Wrath. I don't have to look. I'm taking the Niall here. That's gross. Essence Scatter? Colossal Growth? I don't know. I think Essence Scatter would be the pick. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to run it, but... Academy Wall, it's sort of meh. Like, I don't have an Instants or Sorceries deck. I don't have a Defender deck. It's okay, but I think Scout the Wilderness is probably best. Joint Exploration, I would love this. Well, okay, I guess the ramp on this only applies if you have lands in hand. It doesn't go grab them from the deck. So I could, like... I don't know. I think it's still good. We really want to, like, draw and put lands on the battlefield, and that does both of those things. Stall for time? I don't know if I have enough white to run that. We'll see. Okay, I mean, this is kind of a creaky little deck. I think one swamp is plenty. I do have like a cheap card down here, Repossession, but I don't need that card until much later. One Plains seems like a good idea. I've also got the Radiant Grove to fetch more lands. But I have to make a few cuts here. 3 mana 3/2 is sort of whatever. I love the scrying effect. Stall for time, I think, is just not. If I could be sure I would actually have white when I want to cast it, it would be lovely, I'm sure. A lot of instants and sorceries, but that's because I have so many cards. I think like Timely Interference can go. This is Reveal, right? Yeah, okay. So I still have very few domain payoffs, right? I have the Gaia's Might, the 2 Weatherseed Treaties, which are like attack, which, you know, that's a nice way to get in some damage, but it's not a huge, like, game-winning thing, right? I have the Voda Sea Scavengers, 3 mana 3/2, and it's like scry equal to your domain, basically. Not quite, but sort of. It's certainly worse than scry equal to your domain, but it's similar. I think I might have enough ramp that I don't need Scour the Wilderness. Right, I still have the 2 Gardeners, the 2 Weatherseed Treaties, Joint Exploration, Vine Walls. Like, I don't think I need that. I think Stall for Time should go. Now how am I for instants and sorceries? 7? The thing is, Raph is, I don't know, still, the double white, I was going to say he's still good because he's got this, like, ability, but I thought it would be, like, 3 white blue, not 3 white white. It's sort of hard for me to come up with double white. But maybe it's not that hard. What do I have that wants red, and what do I have that wants black? So Bortuk wants black, and there's a kicker. Well, there's Urborg Repossession wants black, and there's a kicker around here somewhere that wants black. Yeah, Espionage. I'm just wondering if, like, if I got rid of Wrath, I wouldn't have anything that really calls for white except the kicker on Tolarian Geyser. And that would be sort of nice. Yeah, in fact, maybe I should just, like, play into this Tatyova thing and try to focus more on, like, getting lands into play. I could put back Scout the Wilderness. Scour the Wilderness? Whatever it is. Scout the Wilderness. Problem is, I still don't have any way to, like, dig for... Well, okay, Voda Ski Scavenger... I can't say this creature's name. The Voda Sea Scavenger is kind of, like... It digs so deep it's almost tutoring. And, like, so is Niall, right? So I think we could realistically get Tatyova out in any game that makes it to, like, turn 7? Turn 8? That's a little optimistic. Maybe turn 9. We have a lot of digging. The problem is that's, like, pretty late. A lot of games are decided before that. I'm kind of sad to still have to play my Haunting Figment. I mean, I don't have to. I could cut it. I could put in a Wrath. Could put in Install for time. But I think it's just like... This 2-1 is going to be a much more reliable play, and I need that. Now, I guess it's going to be hardish to hit Domain of 3 with Niall. Niall, by the way, I guess is my biggest domain payoff by a mile. So early, I was counting up my domain payoffs, and I think I had Niall, but forgot to mention it. So maybe I do want 3 black sources after all. And more than 1 red source. It's sort of hard to do that. Oh my god, did I just add a red card to my deck? Of course I did. Get out of here. What did clicking this button do? Nothing. But I just cut a forest and wound up with more cards in my deck. I'm not sure what it did. Is there any of this stuff that I don't remember putting in? No, it all looks right. I don't know what's happening. I guess there are still 17 lands here. It just like... But I was sure I was down to 40 cards. With 17 lands, wasn't I? Maybe I don't really need the Gaia's Might. Maybe that's not how I'm winning. Combat tricks? Probably is, though. Like, yes, 3/3 flyers are good, but is that your entire deck? Silverback Elder? I don't know. It's mostly like gaining life and ramping. How am I winning? It wouldn't hurt to have a combat trick, I think. And I have actually very few instants. So I think Essence Scatter is just wrong. Like, yes, it's a control-y deck, But you want to have other instants you can cast when you're holding up mana for a counter, because then if they don't play something you want to counter, you can spend your mana on something else useful. And I just like don't have anything else that I want to use it on, right? Okay. So that gives me license to put back in like one other card, which could be Gaia's Might, could be Scour the Wilderness. I'll take Scour the Wilderness. Scout. It's not Scour. I'll take Scout the Wilderness. I think Raph is just going to have to sit it out. Right? Only 6 instants and sorceries. Yeah, definitely not very good. The Haunting Figment I am a little tempted to cut also. But I don't know what I would put in. More Scout the Wilderness? It's not a terrible idea. But I think I need like a 2-drop. I have Vine Walls and a Prodigy. I think I have enough land search. So let's work out this mana base then. I have 3 black sources. I think that's plenty. 7 blue sources. Sort of wish I had more, but I'm kind of having to make things a bit shaky to fit all the domain stuff. I think I do need one mountain, maybe? I think 1 mountain is enough. And 1 plains, probably? Just because I want to be able to hit something with the Weatherseed Treaty. Oh, well, right. Radiant Grove can't hit them. There is still, like, some white stuff that I want to cast. Like, some kicker white, isn't there? Or did I... Yeah, there's at least Tolarian Geyser, right? And the Scout the Wilderness as well. So I'm still happy to have this as, like, a better forest. But I do want a basic plains. And then I have to cut, like... 1 island and 1 forest to do all this, which is kind of scary, but I'll see what I can do. I'm wondering actually if 2 swamps is too many. I think it is. Give me back that forest. 1 swamp, 1 plains, 1 mountain. Okay. And now I have 8 green sources, which is important because green is like what fixes for all my other colors. I'm okay with 6 islands, even though I have, I think, more blue than... Nope, way more green than blue. Okay. Should be exciting. Still not sure how I win. Wait a minute. What did it say my colors were? Oh, black. I am running a black card, yes. Or maybe 2? 2. Bortuk and the Urborg Repossession. Fine. Incredible. Insane. Amazing. I have Vine Wall into Weatherseed Treaty into Niall. I pass. I don't like lands. That hurts. I don't think there's any reason to block this. Oh, the opponent's doing pretty well here. Oh, this is nice. Now I can play a blue source here and fetch up black, I guess? No, I have black, so fetch up red. But I'm taking a big beating here. And it's only getting bigger. I don't think I'm going to come out of this one doing very well. I think we're dead pretty quickly. Good news, if they kill Niall, I can Bortuck it. Bad news, I'm like almost dead. What is this? It likes clerics. You don't have any clerics though, right? I guess they can only attack with the 4/4? Okay. If they're thinking about doing something, I could actually, like... Okay. Oh, I guess this is attacking anyway, right? Yeah. I was thinking I could consider using espionage to make them discard their card. I wasn't sure if that was a good idea or what. I guess they didn't want to tap this because... Oh, but they couldn't activate it anyway. Alright, so let's see what we draw first. Geyser should be very good, I think. I would like to play this and gain life, obviously. But I'd also like to play this and, like, a spell. So I think that's more important. Well, I guess I could still play a 2/2. How good is a 2/2? I think it's fine. Yeah, that's leaving green. And just go away. They could actually have used draft to pump there. Is there some reason not to kill this thing? Obviously it can come back. But I don't mind. That's going to take a long time. This is only the sorcery? No, it's not, but they don't have the mana. Do they? Oh, they do. Wow. They only have 2 untapped lands, but they have access to 5 mana with the relic. So I could just chump instead? I guess that's the way it's gonna have to be. I feel like they should have attacked with their cleric as well. I'm not sure why they didn't. Maybe they didn't know they had the mana, but it like lights up in blue, right? Okay, they wanted to do something else. Fine. Oh my god. Well, that makes sense. I have a lot of cards, they don't. Yes, sure. Well, I think it's pretty reasonable to make them discard it, right? I just thought they would want a bird, is all. Stop me getting to scry 5 and then draw. Tatyova, okay. We're in business now. I guess this means, like, if they have a creature killing card, they can take away my domain. But it's fine. I already got all the payoff I needed from Niall. That's sort of scary, obviously. They even have the mana to do it again. That's what really gets me. So, I think we need to do a lot of chumping, huh? Well, how much damage is this? 8, 11, 13? That's too much. Then they can just bring this back, huh? But this is the only way I get an actual kill. Maybe that's the wrong thing to think about. I don't know how I'm winning this game. Without killing Raph, actually. These guys are a problem. This is a problem too, of course, but... Block like that, and that? How is this? 8, 12, still dead. I don't think I can kill anything except this. Okay. Oh, sacking the bird. Oh, I'm dead? Oh, I forgot to count for the +1s they were giving everything. Sure. Okay, well... Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You got me. My deck got to do some cool stuff, but it wasn't fast enough. Your fast deck gave you a big life advantage over me, and honestly, board tempo. Like I was turning it around, but you still obviously had more. And those killer cards like Raph and Aaron Benalia's Ruin were pretty important. I'll take this. I just need a land. Okay, that should do it. Red, white, and green with a mana worker. So this suggests a domain deck. I'll take red. These were revealed, right? No, I looked at them. So opponent doesn't know I put back 3 forests. Not that it matters much. Okay, yeah, this is a multicolored deck for surezies. I need an untapped land right now, but it's nice to know I have black, because now I can pick up white with Weatherseed Treaty here and know that it was the right choice. Okay. Swing with 1/1? Yeah, makes sense. Here, I think the only play is Niall, right? If they can kill it, that's disappointing, but I do have ways to get it back eventually. And once again, Weatherseed Treaty into Niall to attack as a 7/5 flyer. Oh no, what is this? Flying Ward 2. Other dragons also have ward 2. At the beginning of your end step, creature was dealt excess damage, make a 4/4. Yikes. What do I have to deal with that? Oh, I have tail swipe. Wow. They're tapped out, so this should be fine. Yep, and let's pay white and red. Oh no, cancel. Don't. I mean, I don't have to tap until this resolves. Now I pay white and red. And I have all the colors. Yeah, okay, so we attack. I don't have to play the tap land yet. Oh man, that's so good. This is an instant. I guess I'll just hold it up and play it later, because I won't be able to kick it anyway this turn, and I don't want to wait. Sorry, buddy. My uncommon beats your mythic rare. Except not really, because it was like a combination of 3 cards that did it, but... Okay, you do have 1 mana of any color. Oh, it enlists. Sure. Geyser the 4/4 is incredible, and having Island next is also good, because that's a 3/3 flying haste. And if I do all of that... I can, in fact, also play Tatyova, and I can kick this, just barely. Oh, no, I can't. I have the right colors, but not enough. Oh, no, I have to play the island first, right? Ah, but if I do that, then I won't be able to attack with the island, which I would like to do. So let's make this red thing a land. Okay, order on that was all sort of important, but I think I got it right. Silverback? Do I have 3 green? I think I do, right? Green. Green? So, no. Probably best to just take Urborg Repossession, honestly, in case something bad happens to one of my powerful creatures. Yeah. Actually, I should have taken a land. Because if they replay their reach creature, a land is lethal? Or, well, I can play the land, attack with a bunch of flying, and it's enough that they have to block a 3/3 instead of blocking Niall, so I get another draw. Oh, this draws a land. Okay. Does this happen only once per turn, or all? No, anytime. Cool. Aha! If only I had broken wings. Isn't that the wrong creature to do that to? Now all I need to kill you is a... Oh no, I see. Haha, joke's on you, I can play 2 lands this turn. That's so gross. I target this island. And I play this. Oh, it comes in tapped. It comes in tapped. Well... Okay, so it doesn't kill them, but it seems pretty good all the same. Do I have any need for white? No. Actually, let's just kick this. Why not, right? No, I want to kick this, I think. Green. Oh, no, but it can be a different land. It doesn't have to be the land you played. Oh, that's so weird. So that was lethal. Okay. Sorry for slow rolling you, opponent. I just didn't realize I had lethal. So I feel like we've gotten pretty lucky in these first 2 games to have drawn Nael and all of our lands and Tatyova so early. I said during deck building that we had like some... This is fine, I have a Vine Wall and a Gardener. That I had some hope of like tutoring stuff out with all my Scry, but I don't think it's supposed to be this reliable. I think we've just gotten a bit lucky. Red's fine. I don't need a second blue source for any reason I can think of. A basic land card. No plays. That's nice to see. Garden me. I mean... Yeah. That's kind of funny. Even if they kick this, it still couldn't block because the only thing they can attack with is the Figments. Obviously, like, they did this on my turn, so it never would happen, but if you try to use that to force me to block something... I mean, I could block here, but I value the Gardener. Yeah, good spell. Fortunately, I don't mind that I paid the kicker because I wasn't... Well, I don't know. I guess if I hadn't kicked, I could have cast one of these spells as well by tapping Gardener. Alright, we're up against Simic Control, I guess. And I'll trade the Gardener here. I was hoping to trade the 2/2 instead, but I don't really need the fixing. I would like to stop taking this damage or force out a combat trick. Okay. I'm gonna kick Scout the Wilderness, I think, to get the 1/1s. Oof. Hurts. I think we're losing this game by like a substantial margin. Okay, you can have my Vine Wall. Well, I don't know about substantial. I have better top deck possibilities, but I don't have answers to what's currently on the board, which is sort of important. I have 7 mana, so I can play this and still kick, provided I play a swamp. Or an island. But I'll do this first, just in case what I see changes my mind somehow. Oh, actually, I don't want to kick this because I want it to get rid of their terror at some point. Although it's so cheap for them, right? Instants and sorceries, 1, 2, 3. Essence scatter, huh? That's bad. But at least they're scattering bad cards. Okay, I just have to get rid of this, like, for tempo and draw, basically. I can't afford to use it on the terror. Oh, very blue. How blue of you. I don't know, kind of a greedy attack, I guess. Okay, I can repossess the gardener, I guess. Goes into my hand. So if I spend 3 on this, I'll have 5 left. I can play the gardener and a vine wall if I want, or a prodigy would be better, probably. Because the 2/2 is sort of useful right now. And my gardener is incredible. I feel bad that I tried to trade it off against this thing. I guess this is not going to work. I guess they're going to do some trick or fish it back up with repossession or something. But this is what I have to try. I also need more draw. All right. I'm chumping a 1/1 and trying to block the 2/1. It's working. Espionage, I think I'm happy to kick that. Whatever's in their hand, I don't want them to have. But let's pay it like this. Figures. Okay. I don't think I need to kick this. I want to like be able to play the thing I draw. Okay, that's pretty good. Weather Seed Treaty I don't really need anymore. Six, 10 mana. This is 5 and 3. Okay, so this first. Oh, do I have enough green? Ooh. I only have 4 green. Okay, well, the ape is more important. You didn't even get to see my Tatyova. Alright, good counterspell. What a deck. I mean, I don't think they had a bunch of unfair stuff. They just had answers to everything. 3 essence scatters, 1 negate, a bunch of random instants, and a couple big creatures. Well, 2 Tolarian Terrors, one of those giant Frost Fist things. Frost Fist Giant, that's the name, right? And then the Figment got in solid damage. I think it might have been my big mistake to trade the 1/1, or try to trade the Gardener into the thing, when, like, obviously if they're attacking, they have a trick. I don't think that's true. They might have just been willing for the trade to happen, but, you know, a control deck with that much mana open, attacking into something that could kill their creature, I feel like it's not a huge surprise that they got me there. This is fine. I have Weatherseed Treaty on 3, into Niall on 4, into Big Swing. Okay, I'm happy to see a red-green deck that isn't hitting me yet. Okay. Sort of happy to see that they're white as well. It suggests aggression, but it might just be a domain deck that hasn't found anything to do yet, like me. And I choose white or red here. I think they're both reasonable, but I have kicker in white, and I don't recall having any important kicker in red. So sadly, Niall is not going to get to draw unless I get really lucky and hit a red source right away. But it's still a great creature. With the Elder in hand, I wonder if it might have actually been not crazy to like take green. I think it would have been crazy, but like worth thinking about. Okay, so this does not look. I mean, I don't. It's a card that says on it domain, but I feel like the domain decks don't want to run this. Oh, are you kidding me? You got a dang 4/4 reach creature out here? Oh my god! And oh, that's right. I do have trample and a bunch of power this turn. So I at least get in once, and I top decked my red card like a fucking sicko. How could you be this lucky? Another treaty seems pretty good. To grab more green? And buff Niall again for what that's worth. I have 5 mana though. And what do I want to play for 5? Kind of like the Gardener? But I think making them discard and drawing 2 is probably better. Oh, that's not what this is. I thought this was the thing you can kick. Well, this is actually a decent play then, I think. Okay. I guess a geyser is pretty good. Why am I allowed to cast this? I shouldn't be, right? Yeah, that's weird that it's even lighting up. There's no valid targets. I guess Arena doesn't quite understand, because like it might have different targets if I kicked it, but it would still be invalid because it needs a creature target. Weird. You saw that as soon as I like chose which to use, it saw that it was invalid. Okay. is. Well, I don't have to bounce anything yet. I can get my draw before I decide. Tatyova is great, but I wonder if a forest is better. To let me play the silverback? No. Tatyova is the way to go, right? Because I can actually... No, I don't have enough... Yeah. No, I don't have enough green to play this and Weatherseed Treaty either. I only have 2 green. I guess what I do is I bounce something. Let's say... this piece of garbage. No, this is so easy to recast, right? This is attacking for more, right? It's attacking for 6. And it's more expensive to replay. And we see if this draws me a forest. No, I didn't. A land. A land is all I need. I will double trade here because I have Bortuk. And I value my life total a lot. If they have a trick, I guess that's fine. Okay. It's bad. You know, playing a Death Toucher might be best right now. Feels a little bad to play the Weatherseed Treaty while this character is dead. When I'm about to get it back. But if I just get it back, it's not accomplishing that much. I don't know, I guess a 4/4 is pretty good. Yeah, let's actually do this. I'm kind of fuzzy on why. No, I played this instead of the Death Toucher for a good reason. It looked like it was going to be able to block their 3/3, and it topped a great card for me, as I recall. I think actually all it did was show me that Geyser was on top, and then I was like, yeah, great, keep it there. But it set up a good next turn. Okay, that's dead again. Or that's dead as well, I should say. I guess it is dead again. Correct. I will double trade if you attack. I have more resurrection. Oh, they left Niall up? What? That's crazy. Okay, let's see what we get. Forest is the most bananas draw in the whole deck right now, I think. So... this for kicker. Bring back Tatyova and Bortuk, please. Oh, did I let you tap too much green, you fucker? No, it didn't. I just only had 2. Okay, so I have to... I was trying to get to actually play Tatyova and activate it this turn. I guess that isn't happening. But let's get a Death Toucher down. Well, then I didn't have to play... I should have played... I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have played a land at all this turn. That's probably correct. But I don't know. I like land. I love land. Especially green land. That's fine. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. So I could play the ape here. And start gaining life off all my other plays. Or I could play Tatyova and make a land. I don't land into a flyer. I think I need the ape. Oh, I have 3 mana. Because this has mana. I could have played Tatyova, and then a land, and then the ape. But now, I've ordered things wrong. Okay, well, I guess suck it up and play the right card. I guess this way I gain life. That's more important than making a 3/3, I feel like. Alright, I'm out of recursion. No, I'm not. I have Bortuk again. Oh, man. It's so gross. Now, the Tatyova and Elder interaction, the Silverback Elder will not get to activate when you play a land, because you're not putting a land into play. Sorry, putting a creature into... You're not casting a creature spell, right? You're playing a land. I mean, the thing is, I don't actually have a way to get through. Weatherseed Treaty will do it, I guess. I think just making a million lands is the way to go, right? Let's kick this just to make some blockers. I really do not want to tap any more green than necessary, do I? Well, let's put an island on the battlefield and animate that. I guess that tap is fine. I had a little hope that they might somehow choose to like leave this in their hand until I could espionage it. Okay, we got him. That was kind of a stressful game. I think, yeah, stressful is how I would describe that game. It was like hard. They were attacking enough, and I wasn't sure I was going to get to stabilize, and I had to sack my big creatures a couple times. But I got to play them many more times. Congratulations. 2-2. We did it. Oh, man. Hated kid. This is fine. I don't think I can really afford to kick the Prodigy. Because I have plays for quite a while. The mana is... This card is going to go to waste. I don't know. I think I can, actually. I'm going to be greedy. I have a good 3 and a good 4, and then like I can still do this later. What the hell are you? 2 mana 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, choose a card type other than creature or land. And the one you chose was instant. Your instants are going to cost less to cast. And it has this flicker ability. Okay. Wow, where were you last turn? Yeah, I'd like access to red. We have Tail Swipe, but obviously we can't use it on this necessarily. I mean, we could, because right now they can't afford to pay this ability. Oh, this is a sorcery. Very funny. They missed. It didn't end up being the right type. But this is tapped for a long, long time. Which is sort of a bummer. I guess I'll trade. I guess I don't need Domain right now, so I can play the Swamp to let me kick this and still Tail Swipe their little dude. I don't think... Well, they could have Take Up the Shield, because that only costs 1 at the moment. I guess I'm not too bothered by this. Maybe I should just let them keep it. Gardener is okay. Probably better than Vine Wall. Yeah. I don't think I should use this when, like... If they have Take Up the Shield, they get completely blown out. Not only do I not kill their thing, I lose my... Well, no, I could use this one to attack. So I guess I would be okay, maybe. No attack, presumably. Yeah. So now I can Tail Swipe something with impunity. I think the most important thing is actually the 3/2 flyer. Because I have decent ground blockers. Their instance being cheaper barely matters anymore. Their hand is small enough and they have plenty of lands, so I don't think it's that big a deal. Sure, more green, please. I mean, it sucks that killing the 3/2 flyer gave them a draw? Okay. I wonder why main phase? I guess because I'm tapped out. Sure, makes sense. Really? Citizen's arrest or something? Why are they doing this? They just spent white mana as blue mana and tapped the Pixie to turn an island into a plains temporarily. Very weird. Well, this kind of stinks. I think I can attack with the 1/1. I would welcome a trade with either creature. Yeah. I hate showing them my hand is empty, but I think getting a tap land down is still useful. We saw there are turns when I can spend a lot of mana if I just, like, hit the right thing, like a Tolarian Geyser, for example. Obviously, my hand isn't empty, but they can see that all that's in is a forest. I guess I could be hanging on to lands in case I draw Tatyova. I think I'll hit plenty. I'm not too worried about that. All right, First Blood. No, I got them for 1. I got First Blood. Did I miss a chance to attack with this 2/2? I think that would have been a perfectly reasonable attack. I wanted a blocker back, but I had a Gardener, right? So I guess this is the right attack, so that if they want to get cheeky... Like, I get in some damage. Okay. Trick? Oh, they can exile it. I see. Very cute. And so now they get to choose a different card type, I guess. It says other than creature or land. I assume you could choose land, and there just aren't any land spells you cast, but okay, fine. So they chose enchantment. So that makes me think of, like, maybe the last card is something like Citizen's Arrest or Leyline Binding, since they tried to turn a plains white and then found out it didn't do anything. Oh, come on. I don't think I should play these anymore. Well, this one I should have played because they already know it's in my hand. That was a mistake. No, because, like, Tatyova, right? So it's possible that I want this, right? Rude. 1 top. I still think this is enchantment removal, like Prayer of Binding. Oh man, this comes back during their turns. They actually get to attack with it. Ugh. Well, this is sort of what I was dreaming of. Except I think they're just going to kill it. Well, in that case, I shouldn't have attacked with my 1/1s, but... It is Citizen's Arrest. Yeah, I guess that's game over, probably. Very funny. Okay. Repossess Niall, I guess. Thing is, they have so many flyers that are hard for me to kill. Well, this gains me life. Ouch. Well, I have plenty of gardeners, actually. That's not so bad. Problem is, like, the flyers are still an issue. Oh my god. Okay, this is what I get for playing the tap land. I needed to top deck like this, so I should have assumed I was topping it, right? I guess I can play this first. Sure, that tap looks fine. Is Geyser my best play, or is it... No, it's a flyer, right? Oh, come on. Jeez, this is gross. That one? I thought you might want to get Tatyova. That's really weird. Or even the island, maybe. I could probably attack with one gardener if I wanted. Yeah, that seems okay. Maybe could have done that last turn, but I think I needed a lot. Well, I don't know. There were only 2 ground creatures. I could have swung with this last turn, I think. Maybe even both, but no, I need a Death Toucher for the 5/5. Alright, we like lands. Swing with the 3/2, I think? Let them trade for their Drake, but that would be fine. I want to keep the 3/3s around. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, very funny. So, kind of a pointless attack if they have mana up. Fair enough. How do I know there's an island on top? Oh, I bottomed these a while ago. I'm at the bottom of my deck now. That must be what's happened. Or no, wait. How does this thing work? You can put one on top, put the rest on the bottom. Oh, no? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll try this block. We'll see how it goes. Fine. In the end, they traded their 2/3 for a 3/3, and I guess got a 1/1 token? I don't want to attack with another land. I think this is enough. Because if they have like some combat trick or some removal, I don't want them swinging with all of this stuff. The Vine Wall is a good top deck because it's a land, probably. But not as good as a land would be, because it might... I don't know. It's probably better than a land. It probably draws a land and also makes a 0/2 body. But the 0/2 body matters very little. And the land matters a lot, so... I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have tapped double green, actually, so that I would have an untapped plains to make into a land. Oh, but I have like an untapped forest to make into a land, so that's fine. So we can keep attacking with that, I think. If it trades into the 2/1, it's like not great. But every flyer they don't have makes me happy, I think. I think I can put on a little more pressure. I guess if I attacked with all, they would have to do some blocking with flyers, and then they wouldn't kill me next turn. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. All right, this is 12. They have to block 2 of them, and that means lose 2 of their flyers. Sort of bold. I think this is a good idea. I don't even mind if my 3/2 dies, right? It draws a card. Amazing. Sure. Fantastic. No tricks. No cards for me to discard. Also, they don't have any black. That doesn't do anything. GG. Got him? Got him. That's the offensive GG there, but just because I can't see opponents' emotes, and I charitably assume that they're saying good game. And also, like, I had lethal on board. Jeez. I was sweating bullets that game. I know that phrase means, like, sweating a lot, or... Actually, I don't know. Like, I kind of imagine, like, actual beads of sweat, like circular or spherical blobs when I think of that. This is a weird hand. It's too many lands, but I have a 3 and a 4, and they're pretty good. I'm gonna keep. You don't get 5-landers very often. I don't want to draw more lands. Except I kind of love land. I don't think I've drawn that card a single time this draft. Now, I have, like, bottomed it a number of times, so clearly I don't care that much to not have drawn it, but just interesting. Actually, that's a more important play right now than Niall is, right? I can play a 5-drop on 4 because I'm playing out a Gardener. And Niall is okay, but I need something that contests a 3/3. Wow, no attack with the 5/3. They're that scared of losing it to a 1/1, even though it could get in 4 trample damage. They're both just 3-drops. I think attacking there was right. Because I don't want to trade it. Not that they necessarily can know that, but as it happens, I don't. If they kill the 5/4, I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah. I mean, that's 8 damage. That's half my life. I guess that's to kill this, basically. I have access to 6 mana, and I want one of the cards to be this, which means I can't afford the Vine Wall. I wish I could make this creature a little bit bigger and then like have them fight, and I could, but I want it to survive. Since I can't have that, I'm gonna just at least kill this thing. So this has very shakily stopped the bleeding, right? They can still attack with a 1/1. But the 2/2, there's no obvious... The 2/1, there's no obvious route to attacking. And obviously they could have answers in hand, but at the moment the board is, like, sort of under control. I'm only dying slowly as opposed to, like, hemorrhaging blood. Which is what was happening last turn. Okay, I mean, I guess they have a trick, but... I don't think I can just not block. No, my black mana! Swamp me, please. But tap like that. What? These guys have counters? I see. It finally came true. I had a Bortuk that would be bananas, and I just couldn't play it. Alright, I'm stopping the damage here. They could easily just have a trick that kills me. Okay, that kills me too. Good game. So 3 hard-fought wins. And 3 losses that I don't remember the details of all of them. I don't know. I think this deck did about as well as it deserved, maybe better. It has some powerful stuff, but not enough early game. I never played this card either, did I? Oh, maybe once. Not enough early game. The mana base is a little shaky. I got really lucky in some games, and I still didn't win all of them. So I'm pretty satisfied with how that deck did, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.